All right, does this look nice?
Got it.
It looks nice, the Blended City thing?
Yes, it's up.
Okay, and then does this song, can you hear the song? Can you hear it? Okay, I can hear it.
I hear it.
Okay, so let me start it over. All right, so Blended City's up. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna turn off my video. Keep my sound on. And yeah, I guess we can let everyone in.
We can let people in. Okay.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s chick. I love it. I love it. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s chick. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Blended City Work of Art Wednesday online open mic. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Barbara McLean, and I'm the host for the evening. And for those who don't know, Blended City is a 501c3 nonprofit status arts organization founded in 2017 by Nick Luis and Ashley Canfield. And Nick is your tech co-host for the evening. Any questions, please go directly to Nick and they will help you out. I'm going to tell you about Blended City and their mission. Blended City's mission is to support and connect non-traditional artists in disadvantaged communities by providing a multidisciplinary space for them to create. How we meet our mission is by doing this, an open mic forum designed for artists across various art disciplines, coming together and showcasing their talents and telling our stories. We're excited to have featured artists that will take 6 to 10 minutes to showcase their work, introduce themselves, perform, have fun, do whatever. And we'll also have audience members who have opted to join in tonight, and they will have 5 minutes to showcase. Do us all a favor, keep your mic off if you are not performing, unless the artist specifically asks you to keep it on. And we want to see your faces and engage with you. We encourage you to take videos and pictures throughout the night and tag Blended City on whatever social you prefer. Before we get started, this is a safe space, and we come together to have a great time. There is zero tolerance for disrespect, negative talk, judgments, or anything that doesn't belong here, because it'll get you kicked out. This is a space of love, peace, and kindness. We thank you all for your support. And without further ado, we will introduce you to our first artist, who is a particular I'm a big fan. This is one of my favorite filmmakers, Joey Finnegan, and he is going to show us one of his latest films. And how are you, sir?
Hello, how are you? I'm doing good.
Good to hear.
Yeah, thank you again for letting me show something on this. We're getting ready to do an event for my YouTube channel next month, August 23rd, at the Blackbird Pub and Restaurant, where we're going to be showing films and doing live performances. I figured I just wanted to let people know if you want to come perform. If you want to perform, I'll leave information about how to get in touch with me and more information about the project in the chat.
Where is the pub and restaurant?
Cliffside Park, New Jersey.
Okay, cool. That's near the GW?
Yeah, it's not too far.
Cool. Very good. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, when you're done, put the information in the chat so we can all have it.
Sure, I'll definitely send it. Thank you.
All right. And Nick, do you have the film queued up?
Gotcha.
Without further ado. Oh, what's the name of the film, Joe?
So the name of the film is Glimpse. It's something that came to me as a visual a long time ago, and it was always something I wanted to expand. I feel like I could expand it even more, but this is the version we landed on. And I think it's one of the prettiest looking things I've ever shot. So that's like, I just wanted to show it off for once.
Beautiful, thank you.
Come on, buddy. You gotta go. Come on, can't stay here.
buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. Just want to ask, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure? You don't look so great.
Oh, thanks.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just, you look a little bit shaken up.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
No problem. I'm
Hey,
just...
do you want to sit?
You want me to sit?
Do you mind?
I mean, I got it. What the hell? I'll sit.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm Amy.
I'm Eddie.
Nice to meet you, Eddie.
Nice to meet you too.
So, what's your story?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Excellent work. Beautiful work, Joe. Beautiful work.
Thank you very much. I like that short a lot. I think I maybe would shorten it a little bit now. That's an old. I made that a long time ago. I think I maybe would shorten it right now. Watching it again for the first time in a while, but I also think it's still like really pretty looking and stuff. I'm very proud of the visuals of that movie.
Yeah, it's very visually moving.
Thank you again for letting me show it.
Anytime, come back whenever you have something you want to show us. We are definitely receptive. We enjoy you very much, and now you're part of the clan here.
Thank you very much.
All right. Don't forget to put your info for your event in the chat, and we will help you promote.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Now, coming up next, we have Adam Granger. Is Adam here?
He can't make it till closer to 8:30.
Okay. All right. So we have Arsene the poet. Eddie Foreman.
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, my friend.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you for feeling me. Thank you for filling my day with every color of blue. Thank you for pushing through. Remember that we love you. All right, my name is Ed Potastic. Hope feeling fantastic. Please get in time to go join my rhyme for Sublime. Thank you. I got two pieces, so you know to go to rhyme. My first piece is called Sith Monster. All right. I was young, gifted, and a chosen one. I remember being born alive underneath a volcanic sun. I had so much talent. I even had my own Padawan named Ahsoka. She slowly strayed away from me as in nature's law. I was supposed to bring great balance to the Force. Both sides got the better of me, and I went completely off course. I wanted infinite power to save you, my precious Padme. Your warm presence means... What else can I say? The rusting images of you dying keep my mind awake. It is for her, for every Jedi Master and Sith Lord's sake. I choked my Padme with this mechanical hand in a moment of need. Before I knew it, it was too late to unplant the Sith seed. Master Obi-Wan, you told me to let her go in my deaf ears. I changed to a yellow-eyed monster with endless tears. Master Obi-Wan, you yelled at the high ground. Before I knew it, I heard a buzzing sound while half of me was on the ground. I cursed you with my sizzling dying breath. You walked away without seeing my death. As I smelled my burning flesh with darkened rage, I heard a sinister voice saying he was ready for the final stage. The robot surgeons poked at my disfigured flesh as I screamed from agonizing pain, a new body to hide away this hideous milky stain. I heard a sinister voice telling me to wake up and rise. I'm a grotesque monster, I stopped to ironically realize. My master told me I killed my Padme. I screamed in shock, my boiling tears covering this inhumane rock. I killed my precious Padme. How can this be? How can I kill the most loving, humane part of me? Now I'm the Jedi hunter. Some Jedi ran, but most of them tried. I turn on my lightsaber while I see the familiar hate in their eyes. I always say, join me into the dark side. They scream monster in disbelief. No Jedi could ever understand my pain, sorrow, and grief. My dark star destroys planets to spread my emperor's influence and reign, accomplishing my master's sinister and twisted campaign. I stand wheezing in eternal darkness, anguished and alone. I hold my crimson lightsaber, burning brighter, yet so cold. Luke Skywalker, my blood flows through your veins while the Force grows strong. Maybe you can save the galaxy and rewrite my wrongs. Thank you. And I got a little spice Peter said, at least to go inside your crease, but it's just going to have mom and dad language in so many different stages. So please, mind the word for these pages. I just want to burn some cages. Okay. This is called Naked Illuminating Radiance. We quickly rip off our clothes. Our rapid minds were lured by our burning eyes. My delicate touches and kisses around your tulips and your pink rose. A hungry sun start to rise for the midnight surprise. Our soft cotton lips slowly and gently taste our euphoria. Our pink snakes are swallowing the taboo cinnamon. My eyes watch the divine ecstasy covering our body, our boring hysteria. Let's enjoy the sexual life to the bare minimum. Our burning souls felt calm in the soothing bedroom. Our insides felt engulfed in a warm, heavenly glow. We fuse ourselves together beneath the moon while smelling our ginger perfume. We felt the inner jolting storm and send tremors covering our skin. We felt the blissful waves dancing inside our hearts. We felt the lightning and thunder from within. We drank the taboo sparks of our naturally raw, adulterated art. Our thunderous lovemaking began to feel darn good. We felt our nerves jumping around in our ecstasy. We didn't say a thing, but we both understood. We were making our naughty fantasy out of this mundane reality. The exquisite waves of pure euphoria washed down our bodies. Our dancing minds went quietly still. This is just a spicy beginning of our sensational hobbies. Now it's time to use my lustful skills with my starving drill. Our moist skin trembles at the swaps and rubbings of our canvas. Our fast-paced breathing became wild and fast. We slowly clenched our soft fists. My hard mass went up and down your creamy ass. Our stimulated nerves are firing around our brains. Our sweaty bodies were in complete awe. We couldn't explain the motion of our purple rain. We had so much satisfaction that we couldn't pause or withdraw. Our eyes closed to engulf the around our loins towards our tongues. We cut our bare bodies dancing around the flickering lights, our tongues frankly tasting our spicy essence. The air has gotten warm, tense, and tight, slowly smelling our fluorescence, our scorching luminescence. Your glimmering moons went into a peaceful eclipse, my delicate kisses going around your neck. My hands gripped your feisty hips where our minds dipped. It was bitter and sweet mess, but it wasn't grotesque. Quickly thrusting your fragile pink sea, slowly and delicately bring up your sexual presence we bared with moans and groans of the shivering between you and me. The pleasure was pleasant and saw our tangy, savory adolescence. The white-hot, creamy river started going forth. Our faces glowed in the dancing sunrise, our bodies pointing upwards and downwards to the north. The quietness start to fly and die, our bodies dripping wet and weak, our bodies nestled in damp pillows and sheets. The darkness has gone bleak. Our snore started to skip beats. Thank you.
So fantastic. Thank you so much. Your poetry is it's so passionate. It's so illuminating. I'm always delighted. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a pleasure on a higher measure.
Thank you. So coming up next, we have Christopher Moore. Are you ready for us?
Yes. I did not know I was going next.
Only I know. So it's just going to be a surprise for everybody. But welcome. And it's good to have you.
Let's see. Just let me find the poem real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. This one's called Marionette Priest. I was your marionette priest, to your saintly altar I built, while you pulled the strings above me. I preached your imaginary gospel to recruit more suckers for you to anticipate a day you'll return, even though we both know you never will. The wine of your soul is bittersweet, for a flock was tasted reality. That's from my most recent book entitled August Lent. I'll put the link to where to buy it in the chat.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I was informed that you have a new book.
Yes, yeah, that's what I just said. The book that I just read from is titled August Lent. It's now available on Amazon.
Okay. If you want to please do us a favor and put the link in the chat, or at least the title. And yeah, we love to buy books from friends.
Oh,
thank you so much. Do you have another poem for us?
Yeah, I can do one more.
Sure.
Okay, this one's called Bryce Roy of New Ramsey. She was sent to proclaim their colony, to see what wealth to take, so her kind can feed off emotions without things getting so complicated. Resources were sent to her homeland at the expense of the colony's feelings, which didn't seem to matter to her kind. Her queen said she did very well and bestowed titles on her at once after she handed the queen my courtesan. Her conquistadors always seem to come back when the warm weather exposes these riches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. And we enjoyed having you. Excellent work. Please come back and join us again.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Anytime. My pleasure. Next up, we have Jeff Cottrill.
All right. So I'll give you a couple of poems. This one's not really by me. It's kind of an experiment. There's been a lot of talk lately about artificial intelligence taking over creative endeavors. So I thought I'd do a little experiment and see where the future's taking us. So this is an AI poem. Hello, this is Real Poem by Real Poet. Here is metaphor for futility of life. Life is undercooked pie, devoured by crabs in heat, in purple Commodore 64 computer, divided by 43. Why is sky green? Because there is no bananas in portrait of my last duchess. My name is Ozymandias, hear me roar, and she is buying Stairway in Park with George. Summertime, and your mother is easy, and I guess that is why they call it blue velvet. Exit, pursued by Bear Bodkin. Now, Real Poet tries to obtain Arts Council grant. Hello, this is conventional literary poet. Poet writes about nature and poet's pet cat, and struggles of poet's immigrant family before poet was born, and wild caribou that is symbol for futility of life, and much alliteration and sound bonding. An error has occurred. To continue, press enter to return to the stanza, or press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to restart the poem. If you do this, you will lose any unsaved imagery in all the previous lines. Error, OE 016F, BFF 9B3D4. Press any key to continue. 0% complete. 13% complete. 34% complete. 57% complete. 78% complete. 93% complete. 98% complete. 99% complete. 100% complete. Hello, this is Real Poet. Now Real Poet tries to score high slam points. Hello, this is Slam Poet. Poet is very politically aware and cares deeply about relevant social issues and uses audience as personal group therapy and uses word awesome sauce for laugh and ends poem before 3-minute time limit. Real Poem ends now. Signed, Real Poet. So that was AI poem, my little experiment in artificial intelligence. And if I have time for one more thing, somebody's already done a Star Wars thing, so I might as well do mine. This is what I did was I got George Lucas and Peter Gabriel to go into the bushes and do some unspeakable things, and they came up with this. May 25th, 77, when the Star Wars movie come, it was business as usual for galactic bounty scum. Oh, Greedo, 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 Greedo. Oh, Greedo, 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 Greedo. Give him money, or Han is dead, or Han is dead. When he hit Mos Eisley to collect old Jabba's pay, Solo fried him with one blast and buggered off to the docking bay. Oh, Greedo, Greedo, Greedos, Greedo. Sing along if you like now. Oh, Greedo, Greedo, Greedos, Greedo. Or don't sing along, you don't have to. Payback Jabba, Payback Jabba, or Han is dead, or Han is dead. You can shoot down a smuggler, but you can't shoot down the Force. Not that Greedo had a chance, Solo creamed his ass, of course. Oh, Greedo, Greedo, Greedos, Greedo. Oh, Greedo, Greedo, Greedos, Greedo. Corna chuta! Corna chuta! Now Greedo's dead. Now Greedo's dead. and the eyes of the world saw Han shoot first. Han shot first. And thank you to the background noise, whatever that is. Okay, my name is Jeff. I have a novel for sale. It looks like that. I will put some info in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. We really appreciate you. Please come back anytime.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Now we have Finn Bell coming to give us some more poetry. Let's hear it for
folks. How are you
Finn.
doing? It's good to be back here. So I have for you guys one untitled poem, and I haven't yet picked the second one, but I'll figure out what it is. Okay, so this first one is untitled. Today we tread too slowly through this home I have kept only to myself. I will wait for you to understand. But that knowledge has embedded in the unmarked time before both of us planted our feet grounded on this hardwood floor. I am the soul left behind tending to the rot of a life. I keep tidy notes of every passing and coming in my crystal bright, fragile mind. I am the ghost wearing fugues sublime, paths in circles around my beloved. Familiar halls, I cannot look back to know that you follow me still. Tread and pick carefully the places where the slant of sunlight disturbs at forgotten storms. Infinitesimal rage roused, raised in the film of dust. Link your arms through my own. I crave the companionship despite myself. We are cautioned by the ancient spirit wind passing through the boarded up walls that the life we live is solitary. We are arrogant and we claim we thrive in it, nevertheless, deny we were conceived, being seeking union in the approval of other beings. But upon the first words that creep from infantile lips, we are exposed. We are told to be happy with our lot. We are told that young lie. We breathe, and the air is bottled up and hoarded away, too thick to expel in the non-dreamer's heaving lungs, too thin to make an ideal life catch and germinate, too exquisite for love to take hold, to set roots and make life. I take your firm clay hands in between mine, guide them over the herbs overrunning and spilling the counter. My laughing voice introduces you to each one by name. You repeat them after me. You trace the ripeness of their vowels from my mouth. I take your firm clay hands in between mine, guide them between the giving places of my lush, still inculcate body. Vining and budding upon the walls and floors, my laughing voice introduces you to each idea as it forms. Intimate fragrance blooming, cloying, you repeat my existence back to me. Kiss the sounds, unformed and pointed, bruise upon my lips. This is where ancient incantations happily perish. So that's one poem. Oops. And then the second one is, my iPad sticking. It's the second poem. The second one is titled Storm Cloud. Monday, 8 May 2023. Hello, it's been a while. Or perhaps time becomes irrelevant. In my mind, at times you come newly turned soil, fresh. Yesterday, a minute ago, last month, slices open healing wounds. Bloom roses and a red too bright for your moody weather eyes. They shine and the world watches for a moment, invested in the brilliant display. My skin soaks up the color, the world grows disinterested. Grief is the oldest story ever. The compassion in ear turns cotton batting, a dull buzz boredom. Today the sun hides his face, not ready, never on time. Still I look through the lattice of tree limbs for answers, voices gone mute. A lone squirrel, tail too new to be more than a baby bottle brush, flirts with the image of my upturned face, flirts with this new life, flirts with the decaying branches, tests, dedication and death. Doesn't know the rot that begins its faithful work from birth, doesn't know the leaves falling, black and white silent film jerky. Slow, fast, slow, fast, open, shut, open, shut. Snow blankets our minds in the coming season, numbs the dull ache, kills the persistence of sorrow. Rebirth promised. Those of us left behind to live, pray to remain in the sanctity of dark. To live, to live. What a mockery of words. Who of us is still truly living? Who of us doesn't already burrow torso deep in the ground's obliteration? Bliss. Camera obscura existence, flicker, pinpoint light, happy. This is the blackened heart. This is the deceitful feather. Misery, the ecstatic burden, our toil, our penance. The distance to death. Is the distance to death the same as away from life? I bloom roses in a red too bright. Your storm cloud eyes unseeing.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you. Do you have anything you want to promote? Anything you want to tell us about coming up?
Tomorrow I have my twice monthly open mic, Fincabulary Thursday night open mic. The theme tomorrow is Stranger Than Fiction. So please do come through. And I did an Albert Camus quote from that. And that quote is, if I could find it really quickly, because I love it. It is, fiction is the lie through which we tell the truth, Albert Camus. And on Sunday, myself and the rest of PGN, Poetry Global Network, will be featured in the Poetry Festival Singapore. So please do come through. I'm going to put all that beautiful stuff in the chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was such a pleasure. Thanks. Come back anytime. We love your work. Thank you. Next up, we have the one, the only Elizabeth Sophia Strauss, Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God, and she is going to give us some more spoken word. Let's have it, Lizzie.
Hello, Beanie blessings to you, Barbara and Nick and Blended City and our community. Thank you for having me and holding this space. And thank you to all the artists who came before me and after. All right, I think you all know where to find me, ElizabethSophiaStrauss.com and everywhere else. We're all connected. I'm going to do 2 of my own pieces and then a cover that I forgot I had on my computer. I'm not like a Star Wars person, but I have a Star Wars poem. So I broke that out because there's a theme tonight. It's called The Force Was Not With Me. I actually think I wrote this during a Fincabulary mic back in 2021. In a galaxy not too far away in the East Village of NYC, 2 souls met for a meal full of spice and way too much garlic. Both attractive, smiley, but as the minutes slowly melted into the too strong hummus plate, the Dali painting that never became famous, one would not let up about their enthusiasm for epic space operas. Opposites attract, but not this time. Somewhere between episode 3 and Baby Yoda, brain cells were already across the street at a much tastier Japanese restaurant. One breath mint later, one was left with too much money for dinner, the other sitting on a Zoom call, far, far away from one very awkward pre-COVID date. And that is actually based on a true story. I went on a date and the girl wouldn't stop talking about Star Wars. And even though I'm not in Star Wars, if you're going to talk about it for 30 minutes straight, I will leave you too much money by accident and go eat dinner somewhere else. This next piece is a ghazal poem, which expands all micro pankus. If I must uncover toxins, are they worth it? If I find silver linings, are they worth it? I do not care for kings, queens, or aces. I know these realities, but are they worth it? The oppressed can become repressed, leading to too much uncertainty. Rose-colored glasses thrown away. Are they worth it? We can take leaps of faiths and relax comfortably, but the probability showcases this. Are they worth it? We are entitled to the quiet rooms until pain reigns, latching on to the olive branches. Are they worth it? We want seeds to grow and ripen our way. We cannot change people though. Are they worth it? To purge anything can be frightening, yet incredibly rewarding. Allowing yourselves to find legitimacy. Are they worth it? No deck of cards needs to unfold the truths. Let them remain and refrain. Are they worth it? I have said they 10 times in this poem. Did you pick up who? Are they worth it? And then the last one I'll leave you with is a cover by, it's The Tent by Rumi. Outside the freezing desert night, the other night inside grows warm, kindling. Let the landscape be covered with thorny crust. We have a soft garden here. The continents blasted, cities and little towns, everything, become a scorched blackened ball. The news we hear is full of grief for the future, but the real news inside here is there's no news at all. Friends, our closeness is this. Anywhere you put your foot, feel me in the firmness under you. How is it with this love? I see your world and not you. Listen to presence inside poems. Let them take you where they will. Follow those private hints and never leave the premises. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Your poetry is profound and beautiful and always appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And, we look forward to what you bring us next time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, now we have something a little different. We have Adam Granger, and he is going to play guitar for us. Welcome. I believe this is your first time, Adam.
Second, actually. He was here a couple weeks ago.
All right.
I'm gonna be playing 2 songs tonight, both originals. The first one is one that I have out on Spotify called Misinformed, under the name Extreme Nation. Here it is. We spend our whole lives trying to find the truth, hiding in plain sight to blind us with the power rope. I grew up inside a gaslight chamber. The fog inside my brain keeps me from knowing where to turn. I don't know much anything, but I'm a know-it-all. Severely misinformed, severely misinformed in every way. One day I tried to break out of myself. The endless flames and told me I was doomed to rot in hell. As the old saying goes, I feel like 22. My birthday present was a big fuck you to what I knew. I don't know much anything, but I'm a know-it-all. Severely misinformed, severely misinformed, severely misinformed at every turn that I make. feel like a shitstorm on the loose. And you got nowhere to go, 'cause I feel like I'm being used. But there's no use in anybody else when you can't even hold your own. But you're just like me, and soon you see that we're all out here alone. Nobody wants me around, 'cause I'm a know-it-all. And I don't know anything, except I'm doomed to fall. Severely misinformed. Severely misinformed. Severely misinformed. In every turn that I make. Severely misinformed. Severely misinformed. Severely misinformed. And every turn that I make. Severely misinformed. In every way. For the second
Thank you,
song,
Adam.
I
Thank
will
you.
I would like to commemorate someone that I knew in high school. This is a guy who was one of the people that encouraged me a lot, and towards the end of my time at high school, he developed a severe form of cancer, and he attended my graduation while recovering from cancer. Unfortunately, it relapsed, and he passed away less than a year later. I think we all have like a bunch of people who are just kind of disappearing very quickly right now, especially in like very public eye. You know, we've lost Tony Bennett, and just today Sinead O'Connor. And I'd like to play the song to commemorate anyone who's been a mentor in anyone's life. The song's called "Ode to the Coach of Life." Took me by surprise when I heard about the tragic fate that occurred. After I left it all behind. As I looked at the feet, it almost passed me by. It wasn't long ago I knew him. He was coming out of the ruins. I almost thought he'd make it out, but when he tried to climb back up, it all came crashing down. What was once full of life has gone out of sight. Memories conflict with here and now, but the brightest moments still remain, and your spirit carries on through us, although the times and feelings won't be the same. As I'm looking forward, I think of what he'd say. He told me, son, do the best you can. Will I meet the standard I remember to this day? Backing out was never part of the plan. Will I make it through the pain that comes with losing what you gained? I want to live my life as full as possible. I want to turn out just like him, with all the friends that helped him win. 'Cause any day seems plausible. What was once full of life has gone out of sight. Take a closer look and see it retains the light. No one will forget, but how do we carry on? How do we remind ourselves to move on? Memories conflict with here and now, but the brightest moments still remain. And your spirit carries out through us, although the times and feelings all have changed. Moments locked inside a memory resonates within us here and now. And your spirit will carry on through us, and we'll try to keep you alive somehow. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing your song and your feeling and your story. We really appreciate it. And again, sorry about your friend. Thank you for coming, and please come back. All right, thank you. Next up, we have Marianne Teft. And it doesn't say what you're going to do, Marianne.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much for having me. It's my first time here at Blended City. And I just leaped in on invitation of Deadpan Lizzie, actually. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to read 2 short poems tonight. The first of them is called Ancient Oaks, after the meditations of Marcus Aurelius. When the temptation to react, retort, revenge tears at our mind and needles our heart like a swarm of bees, that is the moment to move with the dignity of ancient oaks, who meet storms and blights with sturdy equanimity and lack of judgment, for even when they are bent or broken, they do not allow torments, large or small, to affect their relentless course toward the sky. The second is called On the Horizon. You say you slept a little to find me in your dreams, for the next pillow is cool beneath the city lights. You wish you had stayed awake to watch me leave, but you need only look inside to read my promise in your hopefulness. There you will always catch sight of me on the horizon. You will know the circumference of my wrist and the shape of my thigh across your body in your haunted hours as you bask in the warm currents of my hair, when your cheek meets mine in the night and you close your eyes to bathe in the living waters that flow between our hearts. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Beautiful. And you have another for us?
I do. Yes, I do. I actually, I looked fast at Blended City, and I thought you might like a poem about community. So I'm just going to grab it very quickly. So I brought it forward. Let me see where I have it. It's called Best for the Bee. Before you say you know the kind of life that's right for me, maybe you would better come and find out what I think. If you can't see your judgments keeping us apart, time to close your eyes and listen with your heart. We don't have to be alike to have a common goal. We all need a little kindness for our human soul. Independent, proud of where we're coming from, all the same but different, all unique but one. Put our hearts together to build community. What's good for the hive is best for the bee. People see the world from the safety of their tribe. Contempt and mistrust keep us from seeing eye to eye. You stay you and I stay I. We got no place to hide. Gonna have to find a way to bridge this great divide. Everybody thinking they're the ones misunderstood, paying no attention to what's in the common good. Just when they imagine that they know it all, that's when they miss the writing on the wall. Put our hearts together to build community. What's good for the hive is best for the bee. People always thinking they're the ones who got the answers. They don't even know that they overlooked the questions, reminding us of everything that we have forgotten. Hold on to the refrain. Beyond the mountain lies the mountain. Gotta look real hard because people needing us to see they are who they are, not who we want them to be. While you wait to be understood, try to understand. We all have a neighbor who needs our helping hand. Put our hearts together to build community. What's good for the hive is best for the bee. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Pleasure's
very
mine.
much. And welcome. And please come back anytime if you have anything that you'd like us to know about or promote, or a link to a book of one of your poetry collections. Please put it in the chat. Thank you so much. And
Pleasure's mine, Barbara. Thank you.
oh, you're quite welcome anytime. Rounding out tonight, we have CP Mays, and he's going to give us some more poetry. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having the space. I don't think there's enough healthy rooms that can cultivate what we do together as a group, you know? So thank you, like really thank you for doing this. Shout out to Deadpan, who hit me on the back channel on IG and was like, yo, you should show up tonight. So thank everybody for being here. I'm gonna try to squeeze in 2 pieces.
Take your time, as long as you like.
Okay. The first piece is a prose piece. I used to write for a magazine called Four Magazine, and I was the staff poet, and this is one of my entries. Eardrum echoes, last dance kisses, and goosebump breath. Your solar scented skin slips and slides across the should've, would've beens like back-flipping fingers, all fickle flick, and I dare you to find me or forget me again. I'm not here, but then again, you've never been all there. So sell me a smooth lie I could curl up with in the corners of your mouth, swing at every insecurity hurled and fastballed and projected towards you, for you've never been the one to play games, but you're damn good at walling up wallow and winning anyways. That's why Curtain calls voicemail miracles in your name. Our imaginations hump dayed each other across the backwash of a brunch Thursday. We planted our conversations inside the fields of each other's irises, getting to the bottom of each other's beautiful, squaring up each other's roots while watering down colorful margaritas with our top shelf self. I lost myself in you. Told heartbeat to tell my inner voice to beat the life out of my eardrum with an "if you don't make it back to me before this night's over, I will throw caution against the patiently and smell your sweat back to me." I don't know who you were in your past life, but I can tell by the way you shoot me shotgun looks, you've killed many a love's maybes with the moon, so what before. You know how there's something special about being in a foreign city that allows you to become a kid again? Your mouth is that foreign city that allows all of my lovesick to become kid again. I stacked and saved up all of my mistakes in past relationships just so I could afford to not make the same mistakes with your skin. If I gave up the fight or flight back to my sober self, sling shoot me down with a whisper and remind me to try again. Golden chairs buckled bathwash. Muted moments scream for our deepest secrets to be heard by anyone but ourself. Honesty left used silkworm condoms on the I don't understand nightstand with the note that read, "Thanks for the smooth ride. Sincerely yours, your Rocky Times." Watercolored brushsicles fell up from the ground. Can I lay by your side and wrap whispers around the symphony of your rib cage? I want to sleep with the lights on in your conscience. Did you see the I'm yours in my hellos? Senses all sheet music when I'm around you. Listen to me. Lay paradise down into the parade of passion, floating waves across vain streets of loneliness. We've both fucked our way across burning bridges before, so this time shouldn't be as difficult as your downtrodden, upbeat, crooked, long bow leg orgasm that never learned to shoot straight or narrow anyways. I want nothing more than a grasp at the God-given ghost haunting your hip bones, but that can only happen if you learn to let go of your past and hold on to me. And by me, I mean now. And by now, I mean love. I don't want to wait for shallow waters to run deeper. Oh, swift kick universe, chinning above the treetops. I know your alarm clocks are made out of recycled human beings falling in and out of love, not making a sound. 'Tis the season of salt shakers and save your wounds for the thrift stores that were born wanting to live here. We should never try to perfect that double-decker of chessboard checkered front yard lawn somewhere. Someday soon is going to explode. Tourist tickle. I miss you. I miss the tender of skin between your left hand fingers holding mine. I've never kissed a guitar riff as smooth as 3 forevers and 2 fuck yeahs crying in the rain. Backwards, forwards, guitar progression of fire licks. And I can't read palms, but best believe I've studied the cracked baby dolls in yours. The sky looks pissed. The raindrops are tossing up their graduation hats into a cloudy horizon of the future's bright, and it's yours. I can smell the limit of your love across the careless truth or dare that's become my name. Have you ever seen a whisper fall in slow motion? Have you ever read a smile that's only been considered a foreign language? Your wrists are out-of-place caterpillars that crawl across to save me from hitting the road to nowhere again or hitting the brick wall of your I can't afford to let you in close to me, and that's okay. It really is. It's really the only reason I stayed up so late last night in my prison, stitching together all of the dirty laundry we both acquired. I used the tattered, battered, bed sheets and bleach-worn hearts ripped from sleeves and climbed out of the window of why not just stay filthy. I want to run through fresh-cut grass and bowls and drink lovers' spit until liquor stores open up. Lewd and crass, sensual and organic, obscene and salacious. Crayola purple silence, a Jesus drink special you've become. We both laughed like hip bones, like hallelujah, like hippie hypocrisy as we contemplated the silliness of how the word mistletoe sounds like a deadly walker. We pressed the red buttons, answered our cell phones, and spoke smoke signals into the carbon silk of the night. These eyes are wondering why in the hell are your thighs wasting my precious time? Our mortal mouths make angels butterfly envious, hopping tadpoles dance in our premature ways of skipping away from difficult questions. Let's let the sensitive skin behind our knees determine who pays for dinner tonight. Table taught, I would love to go Dutch on a charge card dream and sign the receipt, whoever in the hell you want me to be. Hand-woven scars, glass slipper liquid into the impossible of you. While in autumn of apple martinis make up their minds to prom night themselves into the perfume cologne festival of fingernails and moonshine, too lost to turn back, too much passion to turn down the sheet music. Confession, tomorrow's just 1 second away. Confession, our collarbones have been nominated for a religious doctrine. Confession, your type of surreal shouldn't be acceptable in any Adam's apple court of law. Unwrap my teeth and allow me to be any light switch in your home. I promise you hugs until fears go down easy. Drive ashtrays through wine bottles until my baby sounds like a good enough rest stop to sleep in. You were war lily dew aircraft bubble bath across airbags, always betting on right now. You were let's stay with me until you're in all I need. You were let's not parking lot. You were let's Tokyo drift donuts around halos, fortunes, an overpriced fishbowl prescription with a sunflower for astigmatism. Instead, can we just focus on each other's goddamn, I love your natural language tongue when the distance goes hitchhiker sundown. Thumb heartbeats across country cheekbones. Our lives went half on the gas. The epic dawn drove seatbelts across the backstroking faith, drove seatbelts across to find any other good reason to doubt this moments. Living sounds like a pretty good place for us to hang our always scared on. It ain't picture perfect puzzle pieces of skin, just sexual cake batter spoons, hiring any part-time tongue to mop up our floors. Poem.
Incredible. Incredible. Astounding.
Thank you. Thank y'all for making the awkward kid not feel so awkward. So yeah, I'm in the room with my own wallflowers. So
this is the safest possible space for someone who is such a master and such a wordsmith.
Oh wow.
This is the space where your talent rules the show.
Wow.
And I am truly grateful. Thank you for gracing us.
Thank you,
It's so
Barbara.
appreciated.
And I have one new one if you want to hear the new.
Oh, please. Yeah.
So truthfully speaking, I haven't been asleep in about 38 hours, right? 38 hours strong, still up. And you know how when that poem hits you at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're still up watching Netflix and you start writing and you just can't stop writing, and then the sun comes up, and the next thing you know, you got to watch the kids and get them off to get dressed and ready and feed them. So like, I haven't been asleep yet, but this is the new piece. Never been read before out loud on the mic. It's called 2023 New Releases and Matinees. Okay. Almost and probably are the posted armed guards protecting all of your movie theaters in your mouth. Theater one, you play the villain in your own heartbreak. At 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Theater 2, girl meets girl, falls for boy, boy falls in love with everything you won't ever become. At 3:45 at Theater 7 in 17 minutes, a motion picture of every one of your well-developed negatives will take center stage, starring Forget Everything Behind You Left, co-starring with an ego that will always only know how to exit stage right outside Theater 8 is the Matinees. Best Director in Motion Pictures, the two nominees are Donald Trump for the riots he incited for which he would never get indicted, and George Bush, who never found any weapons of mass destruction but did find new pipelines for oil production, and I'm sorry, will win Best Supporting Actress in all of their trumped up alibis, Best Featured Actor in a Film, Jesus, for his role in playing Jewish, not Christian. Best Costume Design, whoever took a Middle Eastern man and dressed him up to be a hippie, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, Jesus Christ. Theater 9, Best Set Design. Dearest, remember, remind, Leonardo da Vinci arranged every actor and character in Last Supper's master painting. Its plaster was painting and planting the faith of mankind's two mustard seeds in the picture. Perfect painting, perfect right pastures, mazes, moxie. Maybe too hungry for a halo, so I gotta go love supper, go table them all for returns from the rapture. Best choreographer, best musical score, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, for the kids, not my son, secretly dedicated to all the baby mamas in the house. Best adapted work from a novel, every human editor editing and have published a new Bible. Honorable mentions goes to not LeBron James, but the other King James Version Bible, the New English James Version, New English Bible, English Standard Versions, and lastly, the New Living Standard Versions. Give it up for all the editors of the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, best indie film editor is, ladies and gentlemen, who decided to kick the Gospel of Judas and the Gospel according to Mary Magdalene and edit it right out of the Bible. Ladies and gentlemen, look outside Theater 12, best cinematographer in an action drama, Toxic Relationships, goes to, poster says, God, for best toxic relationship with a son from which he lets his son nailed to a cross hard, stigmata the scars, back outside Theater 9, red carpet to matinee awards fashion show, y'all. Truth is, Jesus just had one religion. That one religion just won the award for only world's one religion, for it should be love. Truth is, Jesus just had one religion, and that one world's religion should be love. The award for the only world's one religion should be love. Poem. So that's
gorgeous, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. And please come back whenever you like. Next month, the month after that, all the months, you are welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please sign up for our newsletter. Nick is going to put the link in the chat And please avail yourself and sign up and find out all the other cool things we do in addition to this, because this is just a small part of what Blended City brings to the community. And we are about everyone, and the opportunities to be you and express yourself are limitless. And if you want to, whatever ideas you have that you could bring to being part of Blended City, we welcome you. Thank you so much. And today, in my opinion, the world lost a legend, someone who was completely unafraid to be herself, completely unafraid to take her moment on the world stage and say things that she believed needed to be said. And I am going to try just a little bit to pay her some homage, and I'm going to give you my take on Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor, and in case you didn't know, was actually written by Prince. And here we go. And then that's it for us tonight. Thank you so much. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. But nothing can take away these blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they'd only remind me of you. Went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have some fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool and nothing compares to you. All the flowers that you planted in the backyard all died when you went away. I know that living with me, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. That's it. Thank you. And we will be back the last Wednesday of August. I thank you so much for showing up. It is always a pleasure. And hit us up, post, share, whatever you like. We are open for you. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Good night. Have a good night.
Have a good
Bye,
night,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, Barb. Hostess with the mostest.